Let me. Oh yeah, we're looking good.
Oh, ladies and gents, here we are. First time ever.
Last night's ham.
Do you want to open it by opening up the
This is where it begins. Yeah, I'll do the LaCroix and then you light the candle.
Okay.
Watch it just go all over my laptop and everything. That was pretty crunchy.
Pretty crisp. Dude, yo, bro, these candles won't light.
Yeah, they're a little stubborn. Oh, I love that crackling noise from the fire. It's just so...
Did the mic pick it up?
It's probably picking it up pretty good.
It's good as long as it doesn't continue, it'll be okay. Right?
Yeah, I think we're chilling now.
Okay, just hold on. Give it a minute. I want it to be assured. Yeah, we're probably good.
Oh, dang.
All right, man. Let's look at our itinerary.
Our itinerary.
What do we want to talk about first?
Oh, that's
I guess we should say, welcome to last night's
ham.
very first episode. Maybe our last too.
Yeah, we'll see. We're gonna put in a lot of effort. I mean, while we're here,
see.
We're gonna live.
Yeah. I mean, depending how
can.
long this recording session goes.
How high is your chair? Should we go?
I mean, you're a pretty tall dude, so
Yeah, just bump the.
Whatever
you
you
like.
right, yeah.
Are you all the way up, or are you just like?
I'm like halfway.
Okay, I think halfway's a good happy medium. You know.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, I guess we should probably introduce ourselves.
Yeah, I'll go first. I am Lincoln Johnson. Yeah, that's all I have to say right now.
I mean, he made these beautiful art pieces behind us.
The cat one's from a DI, but I did make that one.
Okay. He's going to be editing our official editor of every episode.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a lot of work. A lot of work ahead.
It's going to be great. I'm so excited.
Oh, man. And then I'm Isaac. I'm just kind of, the only thing I contributed is maybe the name.
Oh, Isaac brings so much more to the table.
Oh,
just look at him.
Ooh, nervous.
The hair. I know. This is really us just getting the pre-recording jitters out.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's dumb. The itinerary is literally on my phone, so let me just
I don't know. I mean, I guess today we went to what have we been doing? So we went to lunch after not seeing each other for like a month. I guess we should probably start. We were roommates.
Yeah,
we're roommates.
They need to get to know us,
get
right?
some backstory. We met at Utah State, so up in Logan, and we're from Utah. I'm not sure what you guys think about that. Or 0 viewers. Kind of feels weird talking to no one.
You'll get used to it.
Okay, all right.
I guess I have a little more experience. In high school, I was in a club where we had a radio station.
Oh, yes.
And so I would just talk into nothing. I would talk into blackness for hours.
So what you're saying is you peaked in high school, huh?
I peaked in high school. That's exactly what I'm saying.
I kid.
But it's the truth. I guess to start off, just to explain, let's just both talk about like how we met.
Yeah. Met not even a year ago. Probably about 8 months ago.
About? I mean, yeah, about 8, 9.
It was in August, right?
Mm-hmm.
When we all moved into our apartment at Logan.
Yeah. I mean, were you the first one there?
Me and Adam, our other roommate, we were the first ones to move in. And Adam, he's a guy.
He's a man. He's like, you think of a man and he's that size.
He's 6'6", I think.
He's 6'6". He can like eat more than anyone I know, really.
He's tall, lanky, got the body of a swimmer, and he's an excellent swimmer.
Yeah.
Believe it, yeah.
He's starting to get a dad bod.
A little bit.
His metabolism
he was also the oldest.
Starting to
he
slow
was like
down.
what, 20? I guess he was 23, right?
Yeah, 23 or 24.
How old? You're 21.
I'm 21.
I'm 20.
So we're both pretty young fellas.
Yeah.
Just classic college goons, I guess.
Messing around, see where this goes.
But yeah, Adam's a great guy.
A little messy, but we'll talk about that for another time.
He's a funny guy. Okay, no, but like just think of like a guy like I don't even know how to describe
I don't know where this is
Adam.
going.
Just think of like the most typical Adam you can think of. Just what we said so far: tall, swims, can eat a lot, quirky, Dungeons and Dragons, Nintendo gamer.
Nintendo kid would be a good way to put it. Nintendo kid.
Nintendo kid.
But we love him.
We do love Adam. He brings so much. He brought so much life and joy to our apartment.
Yes, he did. And then we had Tucker move in. Tucker was Tucker. I got along with him fine, but it was hard to talk to him.
Tucker, he's a good guy. He got a girlfriend as soon as college started.
Second day he moved in,
and they've been going strong.
I tried talking to him, and he just I don't know. I couldn't get him to talk. I'm not sure if he just didn't like my vibe or what it was, but I just.
He's got a very calm and mature presence. I think that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, mature. Maturity is
very mature. It's all like you either go up to his maturity level or he doesn't. Yeah. He's not going to go down.
That's probably that's a good way. That's probably why he didn't come down to my level because I'm immature a lot of times.
So every time you talk to him, you had to bring yourself up to his level to really
I have the effect of making people lose brain cells when they talk to me. So
that's pretty true.
Yeah.
I mean, I say that in the nicest way possible, but I lived, on the cruise. I was with you for, 3 days straight. And by the end, I didn't know who I was anymore.
I didn't even know. Dude, I unlocked a part of me that I didn't even know existed.
Dang. By the end of this, episode, we're just going to be down, in a black hole.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good thing we'll get it in the post.
In the post. Whatever that means. Yeah. Just.
It sounds official.
Yeah, so.
Sounds good.
What were we talking about?
Oh, yeah, just how we met.
Yeah, wow, we got off topic quick.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Anyways, Isaac was there. He met these guys, meets Caden and Drew. And I come in on, the very last day you can move in.
Very last
day. Last minute kind of guy.
When is our new guy going to get here?
And so they didn't know me, and I just show up. And I'm like, wow, look at this guy. Nice guy. Him and Adam come out and help me, move my stuff out of my car and move in.
Yeah, what did you think of everyone when you first moved in?
I mean, I guess, background on me. I just got back from, a 2-year religious mission.
In Brazil.
Yeah, in Brazil.
Maybe you can teach us some Portuguese later.
Yeah. So I was just there, and I was just it was only 10 days ago that I got home from Brazil. And so I'm just still just I'm just happy to be here. Nice to meet you guys. But I remember my first impression of you. Isaac was like, wow, he's got long blonde hair. I used to have long hair. And he seems cool. Seems like a real goon.
A real goon.
And then Adam's just Adam's Adam. The second you see him, he's exactly how you expect him to be.
It's kind of weird. It's surreal how Adam can be.
But yeah, I don't know. What was your first impression when I walk into the apartment?
Very first, everyone else moves in, and we're I'm talking to our other roommate Drew, who I met the day before. I'm like, dude, I don't know when your roommate's gonna get here because they were sharing rooms, and it was 6 o'clock on the last day, or maybe even 7.
It was pretty late.
And we're is he ever gonna show up? And then he at 6 or 7 o'clock, he walks in. We're oh, you must be the last guy. He's like, yep.
I'm the last guy.
What took you so long? I was I was backpacking or camping, one of those two, with your family.
Yeah, I was.
I'm like,
wow,
oh,
you know more than me.
That's pretty cool. I'm like, I like camping, so I'm like, that's something. A little more context. Everyone except me and Caden went on missions, and Tucker and him were like fresh off the boat, fresh off the plane.
Freshies.
And so I was a little nervous, especially talking to Tucker, because that's all he wanted to talk about, and I didn't want to. But luckily Lincoln, after the first 2 weeks, he opened up, got a little more personal, had some good late night talks. I'm like, yeah, this is it. This is the guy. This is the guy.
Yeah, that's really kind of how we got here. Just slowly talking late at night and just having these deep conversations. It's like, wow, this would be
maybe
a good
not
podcast.
deep, but some conversation.
Sometimes they were deep.
Yeah. That's a good way. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Most of the time they were pretty dumb. But,
and also I think you just have like a really good podcast voice.
Oh, baby, do I.
Oh, boy.
Oh, wow, how nice of you.
So, yeah, that's about how it is. But, I mean, you've heard that before. People, No, I remember like specific moments. I'm in my car and I'll ask you a question, something dumb like, "Oh, Isaac, what's your favorite burrito?" And you're like, "Well," and like you get in the zone.
You really get into it, you know? Because I mean, I like a good burrito, people. If you don't put respect on a burrito, it's not gonna put respect on you.
That's true.
It's that simple, man.
Facts.
That's why people can't handle Taco Bell. That's
Taco Bell?
Yeah, they don't put respect on Taco Bell, so it does them dirty. We'll throw a few Easter eggs that they will understand.
Exactly.
Okay, gotcha.
I don't think they'll listen to all of it, but
Honestly, I don't think they're gonna.
I don't think any.
I think Cecily might be the only one. Cecily and Drew are probably the only ones who might listen for 5 minutes.
Okay. Who do you think will listen to it the longest? Who will put in the most time listening?
Probably Drew.
Drew? I can see that.
Because, I mean, he's a loyal person.
And he drives a lot. Like, I can see him listening to this while he's driving.
I really respect someone, you know, who's loyal a lot. And I think that's true.
Drew's a champion.
He's really, he's reliable, and I really like that about him.
Yeah, who would you give last place, though? Like, least amount of effort? Probably Miley.
Yeah. Miley or
Sydney. I thought Sydney and Kara, but I think Sydney will at least click
Actually,
on it.
she'll get a few good laughs in.
She'll probably like click on it and just
I think
look
she'll
at
surprise
us.
me. I think Sydney will surprise me. It's probably going to be Miley or Kara.
Okay, yeah. Between the two, I think Miley's going to be the one. She'll probably see it and be like, that's so funny, and then never do anything about it. I think Kara will see it and maybe click on it if we send a link.
Okay, I for me it's vice versa, but I think it's definitely those two. Those two are gonna listen, and I want to leave this in for them when we send it because I'm curious to know. I want to know what they think about us talking about them.
Exactly. And Caden, I don't know. I think Caden would.
He could go either way.
He could go either way. He could just ignore it.
Because I know he likes podcasts. He listens to podcasts, but I don't know if he'll like ours.
Yeah, I don't. This probably doesn't seem like his vibe.
I don't know. I could see it either way.
That's true. If there's one person I've been more wrong about in my life, it's Caden.
That's what I freaking like.
Every single thing I assume about him, I'm wrong.
And I love him. He's. I know. I love it for that. Cause like, oh, cool. I don't know about that. I assume too much.
Yeah, and I just love it because he just doesn't care. He'll just like say what he thinks and just says it how it is. Because I'll be like, this is cool. He'll be like, I thought it was dumb.
I'm respect him for it.
I respect that.
I'm like, wow. Just the power. The raw.
It's raw.
Caden's raw.
Raw. Wriggling.
Raw. Okay, yeah.
But, yeah. Jamie will give it a listen. We didn't mention her, but I think Jamie's pretty loyal.
Honestly, actually, I don't think Malin will listen to it. I don't think Malin will.
I think she will.
I think she's too busy.
She is busy. She has got like a full-time
So, like,
job.
It's not actually that she doesn't want to. She's just, will forget about it.
Yeah. Anyways...
Sorry,
we're just ranting about our little circle of friends.
Anyways, we all met up at Utah State. That's all you need to know for now.
They are people.
They lived across the hall from us, and we stole their couch for like 6 months.
We did. Which I was kind of bitter about, just because I did not.
I kind of got after the
it
third
took
month,
up way too much space.
I was like,
3 couches in a little room.
Okay, I'm getting a little honest here, but like they were over there every day. I was like, okay, guys, I need some, like, me space. Me. Like, I like you guys. So I get it, but, like, step off. Respectfully.
I probably spent more alone time in their apartment than in ours.
Yeah, you would go there, like, every day in their couchless room on their, kitchen table and study. And, but looking back, I didn't understand it at the time. Because, I mean, like, I don't know why he's going over there. But, I mean, it's the same reason why I just went right to my room to get some alone time.
Yeah. It was nice. Sometimes where do you go to study?
I can't study in our apartment.
Okay.
At all. I just get there's too much going on. I'd always go to the library, the TSC, because I mean I do like some background noise as long,
Yeah, I think it's kind of nice.
Yeah, so I like the TSC the most because people would talk in a little more friendly space, I guess.
It's like there's enough people where you can disappear.
Yeah.
And it's like you don't know any of them.
Exactly.
No pressure.
It's nice. This is going to sound weird, but like sometimes it's nice to be no one in a pool of people.
Exactly. Like if you're completely alone and there's nothing around you, you just feel like
I think that's why
it's almost just as easy to get distracted.
Yeah, go to like coffee shops too. Like they don't necessarily like want to go talk to anyone. They just want to, I guess, see people interact with. I don't know. Maybe that's a weird way to say it.
It's like a bunch of productive people in the same place, all doing their own thing.
Yeah.
And like complete strangers, you're not going to talk to anyone there.
Yeah, and like every now and then, a group of friends will go. study together, and I sometimes I eavesdrop, and I'm like, wow, they're talking about some interesting stuff.
I think here's
and
a
then
question.
other times, there were other times when these freaking sorority girls would go study at the TSC.
Oh, not the sorority girls.
And those were times that they would talk about the stupidest stuff. I'm sorry, but
oh god.
Oh. Anyways, not a fan of sorority girls.
I'm not either. I think
not
only. This might be a stretch, but
just
only sorority girls are a fan of sorority girls.
Yeah,
or like former sorority girls.
I don't think even frat boys like sorority girls.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just different at our college because I know they get
it might
a lot
be
bigger
different.
in other
At least
places.
where we are, that's how I think it is.
I think that's a valid statement.
Yeah, they were really annoying.
A question though, like going back to like the cafe to like study and just like sit. Do you think girls or guys will go there alone, like in hopes that someone will talk to them?
Probably.
That's what I don't know, because it's like, it's like, there's this cute girl there, and she's all alone. I don't know if she genuinely.
I think it's guys.
It's more guys go there to be alone.
Yeah, because I think.
Well, no girl's gonna come up and talk to me. I'm sorry, but.
Yeah, right. But I mean, there's always the hope.
Yeah, it's just this false hope. You go to Starbucks.
But I mean, the way I think is like see it like, as a woman, it is a little scary. I'm trying to see this as a woman's point of view, which I'm probably gonna butcher. But like, you go to you're kind of scared to be alone sometimes, right? Especially in a pool of random people, and there's a lot of guys there, and you're at a cafe. So I can kind of understand how that might be scary.
Okay.
That's why I think guys are not necessarily more secure with themselves alone, but they're alone more than they're not, I feel like.
That's pretty true. I think it really depends on the person, but in general, I see what you're saying.
It varies person to person, but yeah, I could be completely wrong about that.
It's just like these days, like you talk about dating and meeting people. How does that usually happen?
I don't know. Dude, you're asking someone who never had a girlfriend, man.
I mean, I barely did. That doesn't even count, so.
You had one?
I had one. That's barely more than you.
Okay, we're talking about dating. Like, how do people meet
dating
people,
and
right?
meeting.
Dude, I don't even know. It seems most of it's just online. And I don't know. That seems scary.
Online. Like Tinder and Bumble and Mutual, whatever.
Mutual. Dude, if we ever get viewers, they probably won't even know what Mutual is.
That's true. Mutual is just a Tinder made for LDS people.
For religious people.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Well, we look at that, I guess.
Yeah, that's really all it is.
Like Christian Mingle.
Yeah, instead of
that. But it's more, depending on your point of view, more. I can't even think of the word actually. Just different branch of Christianity.
Yeah, we'll say that instead of swiping left and right, you go up and down. That's about.
There you go. See, I'm overcomplicating things.
Have you ever had a Mutual?
No, I've never.
Any dating?
I've never had any dating type of social media.
Me neither,
Dude,
Isaac.
I haven't. The most social media I had like before this year was Discord and Snapchat.
Discord and Snapchat's a real one though. I know so many people.
And then I dude, honestly, I kind of hate it sometimes. There's sometimes
Snapchat.
when I hate it. And then I don't remember. Oh, my buddy Carson convinced me to get an Instagram account. So I made that this year.
Oh yeah, and it's just you in your car, and like you only follow guys with car. Like yeah, I just remember
because I use it. I use it more as like because I go off roading. It's like that, and that's how they all communicate. And they're like, how come you don't like join? Like why don't you know anything whenever happening? Because I don't have an Instagram. They're like, get one. I'm fine.
Yeah,
just like that. So yeah. I came got an Instagram.
I just remember, like, I see you request to follow me. I'm like, I didn't know Isaac had an Instagram, and I look, and it's just pictures of you, like, in dirt with your car.
Yeah, in dirt.
With a bunch of other dudes in their cars, because you just went on your off-roading trip, and I'm like, okay, I get it.
Yeah, it's not good. I try not to post. I rarely post on it. Probably a good thing.
Yeah. Anyways, back to meeting people.
Dude, it's weird. I
we
feel like meeting
lose
people,
track.
especially now, because like, it seems like people used to actively go out and meet people.
Yeah, like
Whereas like now it's like you just coincidentally bump into someone, and then talk. It's not like you're going out seeking really other people. It's just you're all alone floating around until you bump into someone.
yeah, it's just madness.
At least that's how I feel about it.
The way I feel about it is I agree with it. I think deep down everyone hopes that they'll have this really significant special way of meeting like their boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah.
But in reality, it's just super simple things like
I think it's most of it's pure chance. But
pure chance, or like some people are good at just like putting themselves out.
There are a
and, like,
few, yeah.
going out a lot.
yeah.
Usually through a dating app, but like I think back to like the few girls I've gone out with or like
Gone on a
dated
date?
or
Yeah.
my girlfriend.
Yeah.
One I met through Facebook.
Really?
Yeah.
When? Was that like was that before I knew you or?
No, this was like my most recent girlfriend.
Oh, it was through Facebook. I
Yeah,
thought
it
you
was
knew.
through
I thought you
Facebook.
like actually knew each other in person first.
No, we met. Yeah, I guess this is a confession. It was like the only person I've ever met online before I met in person, and it happened to be my girl.
But like, okay,
It was really
Did you know
weird.
of her? Like you knew of her before.
No, I didn't know she existed.
didn't? Because I thought you guys.
I found her
I-
existence on Facebook.
I thought I don't know. I thought I remember you telling me like, oh, we were in like the same mission pool. I'm not sure if that's the
Kind
right word.
of. It's a bit of a stretch.
But
We're
I
both
thought you
reassigned
knew-
missionaries.
Okay.
And-
Okay. Then I somehow connected dots so that we're not there.
Yeah, and during COVID, lots of like missionaries were just kind of messaging each other.
Trying to find something to do.
Yeah, so I didn't really do it. I only did it once, and it was this one girl. So
You had some made some pretty good videos though on that. The canned banana.
that was a
I need one day you will show
One day.
it. You will show it. I'm not sure when, but
One
you
day.
will.
One day
insert
when
it
I
onto
am
the
shameless.
podcast into last night's Am. I think it's hilarious. I don't know why Lincoln doesn't.
It's not my proudest moment.
I thought it should be your proudest moment. Actually, no, it shouldn't. But you should be proud of it.
There's lots of proud moments in life.
Proud moments.
Think back. Let's rewind like 30 years.
30 years? I
Well,
wasn't even
about
alive.
30, 40 years. Like, think about how your parents met.
Oh, dude. They met at college. I know that. I can't remember it all. But it's kind of weird, though, because throughout their, like, lives, they kept running into each other.
Oh, yeah.
Or kind of. I guess, like, they later on, they learned, like, oh, you know this person? Oh, that's my cousin. I'm like, oh, well, I was friends with that person. Like, that kind of stuff. They were all kind of
Wow.
weirdly connected.
But luckily they weren't.
They
cousins.
weren't cousins, thank
That's a
goodness.
good thing.
That they were not.
Oh,
Let's get that
that's
clear.
why you messed up.
No, that's for other reason.
Okay. Wait, tell them the story about how your parents, when you were a baby, took you.
Wait, what? Hold up. When they what? Oh, when they thought I had they thought I was autistic. Yeah. Okay.
That's my favorite story.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
This is just a quick side story.
We can make make it a little
You know,
more interesting.
this is a little bit.
It'll be.
If it's
I'll keep
too
it short.
personal, you
No,
don't
no,
have
no.
to-
It's fine because I was pretty young, so it doesn't matter. Anyways, I was young kid,
Little baby Isaac.
little baby me, walking around, not speaking much. I didn't start speaking until I was 3, according to my mom.
Dang.
And she's like, "Why?" I'm like, "I don't know. I just had nothing to say." And anyways, they're like, "That's kind of weird. Maybe we should get him checked for autism." And so we went to the doctor, and autism free, thankfully. But I don't fully believe it. There are moments where I'm like, man, maybe I am autistic.
Oh, man.
Let's say it's a self-diagnosis right now. So
It's not. There's nothing confirmed.
nothing confirmed,
But-
and I'm living in my autistic fantasy. So,
But his parents did have suspicions at a young age. That's all the story is, really.
yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was a weird kid, so I
I
don't
think
blame
most
him.
kids are pretty weird.
I was weird, so I don't blame him.
But yeah.
You know, that's right. The hot take: bullying can be sometimes good.
Bullying.
Bullying.
Please explain.
Please explain. Okay, at least I think it did good for me. I was a really weird kid, and like getting a little bit of criticism from other kids. Like, it taught me how to
Just
interact.
being pummeled into shape.
Yeah, kind of. Like, it's like, oh, maybe that was a little weird, you know?
It makes you're like, wait.
You're like, is that really
like
how
makes you do a double
it's
take
like,
on
does
your
that,
own
yeah,
actions.
yeah, exactly. Like, teaches you to think about your own actions.
Wow. When you say bullying, like just like made fun of or teased or like
Yeah, I guess I should say not like fist fighting.
not like
I should
getting
specify.
swirlies every day.
Yeah, I should say like a little verbal abuse. No. Yeah, but like a little
Gosh.
like, you know, calling names, and like, I think that can be good sometimes. Makes you think about like, is that
Builds
really how
character.
people exactly? It builds character development, baby.
Oh, kids
That's
are
what
too
we need.
soft these days.
You got that right.
Kids stay soft, they'll never meet their soulmate.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do you believe in soulmates?
I don't know. I gotta think about this one.
This
I
is a
don't know.
hard one.
It's part of me yes, part of me doesn't.
It's like you want to believe in that hope. That
Yeah, that
there
is part of
someone
it.
out there
But
that
honestly, like
completes it.
maybe it's a combination of both. Like maybe it's not just one person. Maybe it's like a set of a handful of people that you just, you know, you have to do certain stuff to meet them.
Yeah, I
So it's not like it's a certain someone. It's more like a group of people.
yeah, we'll be like
And
The
they could
world's
be,
big.
here's the thing, they could be totally different from each other. They could have totally opposite interests of what the other person is.
mhm.
But I mean, you know, somehow you still connect.
That's very valid. I think it's true, like
So like,
I'm trying so hard to
It's
put my
hard.
thoughts into words
Yeah.
right now. I'm not made for this. Okay, no, but I agree. Like, I'd say some people are definitely more compatible with a larger amount of people than others. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So let's say we got like Joe and Jimmy. Joe could like go out with 100 girls, and let's say he feels compatible with like 50 of them.
yeah,
Jimmy would go out with like 100 girls, and he only feels compatible with like 5.
right.
And it's just different tastes and
So I
preferences.
guess actually, if that kind of seems like no, there's not really soulmates.
No, there's not.
So I guess I would say no. I don't. I don't think
I
there's
do
soulmates.
think there are definitely like people that
but like
feel more special.
But are they like specifically made for? Because that's what a soulmate I think is, specifically made
Oh, that's so hard.
for the other person.
Because like you don't know. There could be. You don't know until you find them, right? What if there's just the perfect girl for Isaac?
Is she autistic?
Oh my gosh.
We might cut that out. Anyway, no, I don't know. Like to say like, oh, this
Soulmates.
person was specifically made for that person, and that other person was specific. I don't know. I just think it's
There's
too
so
good to
many
be
people.
true.
It is too good to be true. I think.
That's why there's like, it's not. That's why I think it's more of a group.
I say what people say is a soulmate. Like this is how I'd explain soulmate. You meet someone, it's love at first sight, and you both like each other immediately. And then you both have like similar interests and compliments, like where you like the other one like fills. Did it just stop?
Let's see. I heard something.
That's where we stopped. I was going hard in my
I know, and I wanted you to keep going too.
Okay. So we're just jumping back into it. To give some context, our camera stopped and turned off, and so we lost the last bit. But it's okay.
10 minutes,
We'll
which
edit
I
it
think
in a
was
way
the best
that-
part. But
We'll
yeah,
edit in a way
whatever.
you'll hear the best part. We'll add just like a picture, something
some
cute.
some Fortnite gameplay.
Just some
Live-
some background things to entertain the eyes. While you
Exactly.
listen.
We'll put in on YouTube's funniest video.
Oh gosh, no. But
Anyways,
kind of. So we're just gonna jump back into it where we left
we'll
off.
try. Yeah. So we were talking about soulmates. You were
Yeah,
talking about
I was
what other
talking-
people. Okay, go
I was
ahead.
basically saying the way I understand it, how I would describe a soulmate. So I'll just kind of start over.
Yeah.
So basically, I was just like, to me, a soulmate, like you said, is someone tailor-made for you, right? Someone else that you were just like destined to be with for forever.
Yeah.
And
right.
so I think the way it starts is it has to be like love at first sight. That's like one of the things it has to be.
Really.
I feel like if you don't,
because I'd argue different. I don't think it has to be love at first sight.
but I mean, if it's your soulmate, I think it's gonna be someone, maybe not necessarily love at first sight, but there has to be attraction, like
no, there has to be attraction
going both ways, like.
But I don't think it
at
has to be like, oh my goodness, this person is amazing at first. Like, you know, I don't think it is.
I feel like it would be if it's your soulmate.
All right. I mean,
not like absolutely amazing, but like wow, like dang.
Ultimately, like, you know, it differs. Maybe soulmate is different from person to person. So that's what it's kind of hard to like, are soulmates real?
That's true.
Because everyone's idea of a soulmate is different.
Okay, well, quit polluting my brain. Let me just define my soulmate, and you'll define yours.
I'm sorry.
So, back to what I said. Pretty much love at first sight, and I think the reason it's hard is because you have to like feel the same way that other person feels about you on the first interaction, and so that's like already the chances of that pretty slim. And then you have to have similar interests and hobbies, like not everything, and you don't want to be the exact same. You just have to like be compatible. Like,
okay.
For example, let's say someone likes the cookie, the other person likes the cream, you know?
Yeah.
It's like different tastes, but it's very compatible.
They complement, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's good to be different, but differences that, I'm not sure how to say it. You can probably put it better than me.
Yeah. You just work together well. Like peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, there you go.
Exactly.
Cookies and cream.
And then going beyond that, after you have a connection, it's not that everything's going to be perfect, but, well, I guess the idea of a soulmate, everything would just be perfect, right?
Yeah, but I mean, like, that's where part of the really meaning comes from, is the struggle, I feel like.
Yeah.
You know, you both put in work, you both struggle, and that's what really makes it worth it.
Oh, dang, man. Now, I really don't think soulmates exist anymore. I'm sorry, like, they don't exist.
Woo! I don't think they do.
I think you're right. It's just about finding someone who's like...
A part of me... Sorry, finish your thought.
I've been talking a lot. It's just finding someone who's not going to give up, and you have that same drive.
Yeah, a part of me wants to believe a little bit, like, oh, yes, there is someone out there. But in actuality, it's the false hope.
Yeah.
Is that just setting like morbidly?
Is that kind of just putting like unreal expectations on someone?
Yeah, I think it's worse because you're putting in false expectations that you need to look for that are only going to lead to them being unfulfilled.
You're setting yourself up for disappointment.
Yeah, exactly.
Failure.
So I mean, as bad as it may sound, like that soulmates aren't real, it might be worse, arguably. That, like, oh, you're actually hurting yourself by believing in soulmates.
That's true.
Because, like, if they don't fill your criteria that quick, you move on to the next person, and then move on to the next, and move on to the next.
Yeah.
Without, like, giving that person a really actual chance.
In conclusion, soulmates don't exist. It's been confirmed.
Yeah, sorry, guys. I'm sorry to ruin the mood, but...
Hate to say it.
I'm a Debbie Downer, what can I say?
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping by this episode.
That's pretty.
Till tomorrow night. Till ham.
Till ham.
Till ham.